What's up, guys? Back with other fish tank update for tonight after adding the betas. And there's been nothing but very microaggression. Nothing out the norm for seniority. Like just general. She's trying to establish her hierarchy because she's the biggest one, which is fine, normal. All the other three really just walk past each other. Not really any flaring. This guy is cool. His colors really got brighter as he got in the tank and established. The other one's a bit of a hider. She doesn't really come out that much. She's over here. I really do like her though. Super pretty. Also not all white. She just looked white in her canister. But I guess when they get more established in the tank, they kind of brighten up. So there's two blues in here. Then we got this girl. And I found out who ate my shrimp. It's the frogs. They kind of love it. I didn't notice that. You got the loaches chilling. So these guys are having fun. So I kept promising myself that I was not going to do a tank upgrade until 1 year, but I feel like I could do so much more if it had more space. Because once I get this aquascape, I get the plants over here, I can't do anything more except let it grow. Which will be nice, and I would like a different tank. Cause this tank basically revolves around the bettas. So if there's a fish that will like bother the beta, fin nip them, or do anything like that, I can't have them. So that's the only problem with this tank. I'm very limited to what I could get. It has to be peaceful to the point where like it won't bother the bettas at all. The last thing I can add to this tank is shrimp, and that's about it. So I have been thinking I want a 75 gallon, but it's just so hard to get 75 fucking gallon. Maybe if I can find someone on Facebook to sell it to me and bring it upstairs. I mean, I don't have a car, so it's like, and I can't find anywhere to deliver a 75 gallon. And an aquarium 75 gallon, because I seen other 75 gallons, rimless and whatever, and they're damn near like quadruple the price of like an aquarium. And I really don't have a problem with these, to be honest. I like these. So that's the point I'm at now. If I can't get that 75 gallon, I'm having ideas in my head of getting a big 100-gallon stock pond, filling it with pond liner, just to make it last longer, and then using that as a fish tank. I won't have a viewing like this, but you know, I have an overhead viewing. I'm not, you know, I could like understand that I could get some bigger fish, maybe plecos and stuff. Maybe not. I'm more like community fish guy, to be honest. So I might have just like nano type fish in there and just scape it. But that's what I'm thinking about, to be honest. If I can't get that 75 gallon. Because honestly, I want more than 75 gallon. But it's just that getting it delivered is kind of crazy, because I can't see myself buying a 75 gallon, then having to take that home. I mean, I guess I could get a Uber extra large and then try to get that and then go home and then bring a dolly with me, maybe. I'm just trying to think about it. It just sucks. I could get my roommate to come with me too, but it's still fucking, you know, it just sounds horrible. It sounds like a bitch of a day. But it might be what that comes to, because if I can't get it delivered and I can't find a way to get that tank and home without it costing $1 million fucking dollars, I have been thinking using TaskRabbit maybe, and seeing if they could pick it up for me and then bring it to the house. But then the weight of the tank would just be like a $200 delivery or like a $150, and that fucking sucks. It's already an expensive tank too, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. And a lot of those big tanks are on sale because no one wants to pick them up from store and take them home because it's a huge fucking tank. Like, I don't know why they don't deliver them readily. I mean, I know it's heavy, but still. That probably costs so much to ship them around, but I feel like it's within city, you know, it's reasonable, you know. But that's what I'm kind of rolling around in my head. Like, maybe I do a stock pond. Actually, there's an indoor pond with a viewing kit, but I kind of don't trust it because it's the pond. You build the pond around it, then you put the liner, you hook the liner, then you fill the liner with water. I know liner has a 10 to 20 year limit, but then again, I'm like, I will feel I'm too much of a panicker to have that in my crib, you know? Like, that liner even leaks for 1 second and I'm not home and it's just flooded. I just, you know, I have my dogs. I want a fire to start. Everything's dead. My dogs, my fucking house. I lose everything. Like, I can't do that, you know? It would be cool, but I can't do it. And the only reason I would do it because it has a viewing windows, which is cool, but that's why I kind of want the stock pond, like the 100-gallon stock pond, and then fill it with liner, and then fill it with and with that I could fill with substrate, everything I want. Just have that going. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if some of you guys did that, like a stock pond as a permanent tank. I've seen people do it. I've seen people do the blue ones, like the real big blue. I'm not gonna get one of those. I'm probably gonna get a big rubberized or the galvanized one. I know the galvanized ones you actually have to use liner because it could sink into the tank. But that's what I'm thinking about tank upgrades right now. I'm really stuck on the stock pond because it's cheap, affordable, and got put the more money into the tank and other places like filtration, substrate. It'd be way easier to plant. Or you guys could just let me know, how did you get your 100-gallon, 75-gallon to your house? You know what? I've seen a lot of delivery for other fish tanks, but they're kind of like the goofy ones where like they come with a stand. The aquarium is built in. It's kind of wonky. You can't set up your own equipment. I don't trust those. All of those have bad reviews. I saw the Penplax one. I really like the way it looks, but all the reviews are horrible. There's not a single good one long term, so like I don't want to do that. The stock pond just seems like the best go-to if I can't get that 75-gallon and up tank to my crib. And I think Facebook is the only way I could do it. And then hopefully the person who sells the tank has a car, and then I could, like, you know, throw them an extra 100 on top of whatever they're asking for, to be honest. I don't see any other way. Because I'm not finished with this tank, but I'm to the point where, like, I'm almost to the point where I'm just watching it grow. Because right now, I just want to put moss on these rocks. I want to put some Java fern on the rocks. And then I want to get the whole back planted. And maybe like 2 plants here to do more coverage. And then I'm pretty much done, and I want a big driftwood piece just like coming this way, or like a centerpiece one. I'm ordering spiderwood at the end of the month, so hopefully I could do some spiderwood coming up here from all sides, kind of like how you call it, like a tent, like a wooden tent type of deal. And then after that, I can't do anything more to this tank. I don't have space. I'm gonna just let the plants grow. I might add a CO2 system, but to be honest, I don't feel like I need it. Everything's growing nice. CO2 would just speed things along, but, you know, at that point, what's the real rush, you know? Because the tank ain't going anywhere. But if I do the pond, the stock pond, I am going with dirt substrate on the first tier, then sand over. I might seed the plant just to get that landscaping going before I even add water. Because that's the thing about, I think that's the thing that hurts beginners the most, is that, like me, is that you build a tank, you don't really know what you're doing at most, so your landscaping is not the best. So, an experienced fish keeper has everything set up from the beginning. So your foundation for the tank is almost just 100% leagues ahead. This ain't bad. Sand is actually very good. A lot of people love sand. It does a lot for the tank. A lot of people say it's the best substrate. I probably won't go black sand again. I probably want to get actual like beach type sand, you know. I don't know what the color beige. What's one thing about so far? Those are just my thoughts. I'm just running them around trying to think like how I'm gonna do this upgrade tank thing. Yeah, but the only thing that will suck with the new tank is the viewing. But I think, you know, I've seen a lot of people with ponds online, and they don't really, it really doesn't hurt them viewing wise. Like looking from above is the same as looking like at this. As long as you can see everything, you know. The only thing that sucks is like, you know, stuff like the reason I really want the 70 gallons, like stuff like this, aquascaping, because I will do this from the beginning, so I have a lot more caves. Because I did this after I set up the substrate, and it's so fucking hard because everything's getting pushed. You push back. I already have plants in there. The plants are floating up. You know, I got pissed, and I stopped. But I do want to do stuff like that. It's just I'm just limited right now. I'll say the end of next month I'll start making big moves to get that new tank set up. And then I don't know if I'm gonna keep these guys in here or move them to the stock pond or the new tank. 'Cause honestly, if once I set this up, I'll probably keep it. It would just suck planning a new aquarium. But to my knowledge, plants do grow and grow new stems, and then I could take those out and put them in a new pot. Hopefully, that's the case. I don't know, but we'll definitely see. But she's a little fired up. I think now she thinks that tetras are sometimes the blue bettas, so she chases them a little bit more on microaggression. Honestly, it's nothing crazy, because most people say you put them in as a bloodbath. But if there's enough space and enough hiding places, it does become very peaceful. Obviously, when they get bigger, they're going to see each other more. And then I could get more accustomed to that. But these guys don't grow that very fast, to be honest. And then her, she grew a little bit, but not like huge. But yeah, I found every single loach. They're all accounting for. Hopefully no loach finds a way to fucking get inside the filter again, because honestly, that just pissed me all the way off. So, you guys let me know what you think about the ideas I've been running through, because I do want to upgrade the tank. I don't want to do it this month. I don't want to do it next month. I probably do it month 4, the 4th month, and either I'm gonna upgrade the tank or I'm gonna put new fish in there, and it'll be a more like, I won't call it my first aquarium, I'll call it my intermediate, because I already know some stuff. I'm real practice, and it will just be a better start for me for that tank. But I do think I could do the stock pond. You know, there'll be evaporation and stuff because it's open lid, but I'll just not get jumping fish. I can always put a net over it. I would just put the pond liner just to be extra safe, and I think it would just help longer. There would be no material. The water won't be on the plastic or the rubberized on one. The galvanized, you don't have to really worry about that, but you do have to worry about the zinc, so you have to put liner. But yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Every time I go to a pet store, I'm like, damn, that 75 gallon is like $150. I could take that home right now. Oh great, oh fucking can't. That shit is heavy. I mean, this, you mean, you put water in these things, you feel the actual weight. I will still have to get a stand, but at least I'll have it. But it's just like, damn, I can't see myself dragging that shit home. Especially from like Times Square all the way to the Bronx. I have one near me, but they only have 30 gallons. And then the other one is about 30 minutes away. And it's like a 40-minute walk if I put that in a trolley and take that home. Uphill. Yeah. No. I don't think so. So hopefully I could do something on Facebook Marketplace, you know, spend a little extra money, you know, bribe someone to be like, yeah, can you got a car? Can you pick this up? Bring that shit to me, I'll help you. Yeah, but I don't know. If I can't make that happen, I'm not gonna do it this month, but like maybe summer. Like around June and July, before August, I really want a new tank. And because I'll be around my 6-month mark, around there, around 5 or 6 months with this tank. I should probably be done. After I update this tank a little bit more, I won't even have videos to post about it really. Maybe adding shrimp. You know, maybe there's a definite tank. I'm not gonna add any more snails. I don't want a snail tank, to be honest. I'll probably go back to my anime figure videos, which I haven't posted a lot because it's just, the tank is so much money. To be honest, I was supposed to because I have this. I used to always post videos. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button and then the whole video clipped out. But I used to get figures, post videos on them. I used to do like hauls, but as of right now, I don't really have. I mean, the tank stuff is expensive. I'm sure, like anyone in the hobby knows. But you know, I got a couple of nice pieces. I was gonna get some actual legit pieces. All of a sudden, I was like, "Oh, I want a fish tank. I want to do this. I want to do that." And then I was like, "Oh man, all my money's going to the tank." But it's fine, honestly. I do enjoy collecting things, but this is more like entertaining to me visually. One thing I like about this tank, beneficial wise, it really helps me sleep. I'm not a good sleeper, but watching this tank and just, I find myself nodding off, and it's a very pleasant feeling, especially when I have the blue light and I could just see the outlines of the fish. The top of the water looks cool too. You know, I really didn't I knew I wanted to try fish. I didn't know I would like it so much. But that's what, like, I'm getting kind of like antsy about. Damn, how am I ever gonna go further in the hobby and tank size, getting stuff here? You know, can I do this? I'm trying to do new ideas. I'm not a visual person too much, but I do like the visual, you know. If I do the pond thing, it would be more of a like, I need to stand up and see, put a chair, experience the tank. Whereas like an aquarium tank like this, acrylic or glass, you could just always look at when you're lying down, and it's very appealing. So I'll see what happens. Maybe a couple months I'll catch a 75 gallon on Amazon. I seen them on Amazon, but always like out of stock. But as soon as I see one on Amazon, I'm just gonna full send it immediately. I don't care. I mean, there is the 55 gallons, but I kind of want the 75 because I feel the 75 would be my last size. I won't go better. I won't go bigger than 75. You know, in an apartment. if I got a 75, it'll be like my final, because I live in rented apartment. If I bought like a crib, a house, I moved to Florida or something, got some 1-story shit with like 2 bedrooms, then I would do it. But an apartment, no, I don't think I would go higher. Honestly, the 55 gallon is big. So let me know, you guys, is there a big difference between a 75 and a 55? And if you have a 55 and a 75, is there a big difference for you? Of course, you know, 75 means you get the big fish, but then again, I'm not a big fish person. I don't care that much. I'm more of a community tank person. I don't like single. I wouldn't like to do a single breed tank as well. I do like seeing the multiple things in the tank. The next tank I probably will have bettas again. If I do a new tank, because I don't know if I'm transferring these guys over. I'm still mulling it over, because I might. Because then I could, like, you know, get more female bettas. Well, hopefully the female beta thing works out, because I haven't seen a lot of female beta tank sorority types either. I've seen like TikTok videos, not really like, haven't seen a lot of influencers do it, you know, in the tank hobby. No, even when I go to fish stores, I never see, because realistically any community tank in the fish store should have at least 1 beta in it, because you can. There should be no problem. Except for like the fin nipping, you know, tetras and stuff. Other than that, we should all be good. And then, yeah, I just want to show off her microaggressions. No, she is being nice. She doesn't go in for no attacking, no kills, no confirmed attacks. She is very just like territorial, which is weird to me. She really likes the right side of the tank on the top. I used to have the old filter there. She always used to like just hang by it. There's so much place to hide and stuff. She just doesn't do it. She doesn't hide. She likes the top of the tank. I put these guys in, boom, straight to the bottom, straight start going in holes, cavities. A lot of this lava rock you could just flip through, and usually when I turn off the air stones in the morning for a couple hours, all the loaches going there, then I have to blast this out to get them out, just so I could know, you know, I could do a daily count, because now I have to daily count these guys, because I'm kind of scared they will just find some fucking way to do something after that that one loach got in my filter and just started fucking running amok. But also, well, it wasn't even lucky. It was lucky that I saw that happen, because I had a big nitrite scare, which was just which is why I did this. You know, it was an other video, but this was open, because this is actually 2 of these. They were large. They didn't fit the nozzle, so I just had to open. And then I didn't notice how much fish food was going into this. And then on the bottom of my canister, there was just so much fucking fish food. It just wasting away in there, and it just shot my nitrate and ammonia just straight the fuck up. But now it's fixed. The levels went down dramatically. The water is clearing up because I had to clean this out. It was very murky in the water. So yeah, but those are my thoughts. Very quick update. Just me thinking some stuff around. You know, nothing anytime soon. I have the plants didn't come tonight. That's why I'm doing this video. So I had plants from Bruce Plants. Bruce is B-U-C-E plants. I don't know how to say it, but I ordered some plants for them. We're gonna see how those do. I ordered this guy right here. I forgot the name already. Ordered 4 of these. It said 3 plus a free one, so there's 4. And then I got 4 swords, because it's 3 free, 1 free one. And we'll see how those guys do. I got 1 moss large culture, And then I forgot to get cloth string. I'm gonna see if I could get that from there's a hair supply store next to me, so I'm gonna see if they have some there. But if not, I do have aquarium glue. I never even opened it before. I had this for like months, but it's here. And then we're gonna see. I'm gonna aquascape it a little bit tomorrow, hopefully, because FedEx delayed it because the shipment. I think the shipment got to FedEx, but all the trucks left already, so they couldn't put it on the truck. Unfortunate, but the weather is very nice in New York this weekend. It's in the 58, 60, so I'm not really worried. And then there's a heat pack in there as well, so I'm not worried about it, to be honest. And then if there's too much DOA on arrival because it's guaranteed fresh, I'll just take a picture, send it to the company, and hopefully get a refund. And I'll buy the same plant again. But thank you guys for watching. Let me guys know what you think. I know there's gonna be a lot of beta people freaking out. You can't have too many betas in tank. You know what? If you never tried it, I don't want to hear it. I know there's horror stories, but if you don't try something yourself, then did you really ever try? You can always learn from people's mistakes, but you also can make it yourself. That's probably not the best advice, but someone left a comment and they said they found it funny that I didn't mention that the frogs were sleeping under the froakie. I didn't really see that, to be honest, but now that I see that every time they sleep under the froakie, I think about that comment. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to do more decorations like this, but the tank is too small. But I still have the resin, and it has a shelf life of like 8 months, so I'll probably do some more decorations and put the resin on them, but I'll probably just wait. I'll just probably like let them dry and then just put them on a shelf somewhere for the new tank, honestly. Or just pre-make some stuff just in case these guys like go. They don't last this long, but the resin is looking good. And this resin is aquarium grade. A lot of people get nervous because I think I bought like some $20 resin off of Amazon. This is aquarium marine grade resin. It's made to be under light. It's made to be in water. It's made to handle the conditions. Yeah. See, she's a little fired up with the tetras. I do kind of like it though, because tetras could be nippy, so like she kind of keeps on weight. But tetras shouldn't be nippy. That's why I got them. I could definitely see some attitude in her because of the new betas, but it's not the worst thing because it's the behavior you would expect. It's nothing too crazy. I really like this girl. She's very pretty. I haven't named them yet because I'm still waiting to see how the sonority turns out for the couple of weeks. It's hard to focus on a whitefish. There we go. If it works out, works out. If it don't, it don't. I'll just rehome them like I did the goldfish. The goldfish didn't work out, obviously, because I got them to just shit in the tank, start it for me, start the cycle, and then I brought in the fish I actually wanted. All the loaches are doing fine. They're fucking crazy. This fucking guy. He's the craziest fucking guy in this tank, to be honest. He always does this when I come. If I get too close to the tank, he starts doing crazy shit. Honestly, they were marketed to me as very calm. They hide. You will never see them after you put them in a tank. And guess what? I see them every fucking day, every minute. The only time I really worry about not seeing them is when I got away. The Corys are doing good, to be honest. I still don't know what these guys eat, to be honest. I throw food in there. It's gone in the morning, so I'm hoping they're eating. I have food for them. I have sinking pellets for the beta. These guys are actually eating. Like, actually eating. which I'm actually kind of happy because they put on some size since I first got them. I still have all original 10 that I bought, which I'm very happy. You know, well, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna start rambling. Let me know what you guys think about the tank and the pond idea. I wouldn't care about like the humidity in my room and stuff because I usually have a humidifier in my room blasting, and I have like an industrial one, so I would just turn that off because actually mine's broke. I'm trying to get a new one, but if I do the pond thing, I'm gonna just not get it because I'm gonna have water, and then it'll be like they usually go for $200 the 100-gallon stock ponds. So that'll be $200 for 100 gallons, which is not fucking that bad. And the only drawback is the viewing, tank wise. But the only plus is, you know, there's not like the mirror effect. Like I really have to cover these sides because she really stresses out with like the mirrors. So I'm gonna try to do that for her. I was thinking of getting magnets and putting one of my plates on it, because I could find strong enough magnets. I was gonna just put magnet inside and then put one on the other side and kind of just do this. I just have my plates like that, and then it will cover the reflection. Honestly, I can't think you can even see it in the water. Yeah, they don't even show in the water that good, so obviously because the water's cloudy. But I was thinking about doing that, and then if that works out, I could do the back panel with it too, because I don't know. Oh, but it's still like a... I'm trying to see if there's like still a reflection if I do this. But I don't know. I'm just shoehorning ideas. I'm very like go with the flow type. Well, it's been a long day, and I have to do a bunch of cleaning tomorrow, and then I gotta go back to work. So I'm gonna end the video here. What? You wanna say bye? Right. She gave you a wink goodbye. So goodbye.